Take it easy. I'm gonna get away tonight. The vibe that's going through me makes me feel alright. Sleepy like addiction. I've waited so long. Gotta come on strong. Mr. Loverman. Mr. Loverman. Mr. Loverman. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. I loves me some Shaba. Oh yes. Okay, so how's everybody doing? I usually always start out with a prayer. Y'all know me. I've been brought up on different beliefs and I don't change them. So, Father, thank you for this night. I pray, Lord, that however anyone agrees or disagrees with this message, that it delivers. And if it falls on fertile ground, if it's thrown up and not ate, but if the bones are spit up, that's fine too. This is to challenge and to grow, Father, and you guide me. Or if it is just me and my opinion tonight, then have mercy on me. Thank you. Amen. Now, how is everybody doing? I came to talk about some things that goes on in the community, discussions as far as polygamy. And of course, I made another video. I got a lot of things going on here. Smelling so good up in here. This is my candle. I usually get sangria, but this is sugar cane guava, and it smells so good. And y'all know I'm gonna blow some of them out right now because I keep my other stuff, my money, my love, and I keep my protection. And of course I keep my incense, and I didn't check, and I think I got peppermint blowing up in here tonight. So let me blow the place down just a tiny bit. Okay, so polygamy. I'm going to come and I'm just going to get right to the point. Now, some of this is an opinion. Some of it might be somewhat emotional. Some of it even might be contradicting. Some of it might be hypocritical. Look, my red won't show for some reason. But anyway, it is going to challenge you one way or the other. And here's my take. Now, again, you brothers, you kings, especially in the conscious community, you can't seem to quit talking about this polygamy. And if I don't see you on my timeline talking about it, I see you on YouTube, like everywhere. And I'm seeing like women agree with it. Now, I'm not going to tell a lie. And I was brought up strictly in a church. Yes, I am. I'm a third generation Kojic, Church of God in Christ. And they may think I'm making them look bad. But I have went down other avenues. And I love the God that I was brought up in. I love the God my great grandma and my grandma and my mother still, well, they prayed to. My mother is still a prayer warrior in the church. And very strict. She never changed, never converted. Since I might have been about 3 years old, and even before that, she was raised that way. But we're not going to go into my biopsy, where I just brought all that up to let you know that I have changed. My thoughts have changed over the years, and sometimes I'm a little back and forth as far as my belief patterns, because I do research, and I know about the economy, and I don't think about it in ways of emotions. I think of it in ways of survival. I totally agreed with it for a while. I did. So that I'm gonna go back and forth about this guy on YouTube. And first, I want to give shouts out to King Noble for subscribing to me, and Young Pharaoh for following me on Instagram. And I follow them, and I don't judge. I may not agree on everything, but I respect them as leaders of the conscious community. And there's a lot of things I do agree on. And I think it just feels blessed to know these pillars that hit me up and hear what I got to say. And so I just wanted to give my regards to those. But okay, so let me stay on the topic. Now, my view of it is like this, and I come to challenge y'all too. Okay, this guy, what is his name? I'm sorry, Nature Boy. I have watched a lot of his videos the other night, almost to the point where I was vexed, but not in a bad way. I was just like, I agreed with a lot of things he said, and then some things, I'm not going to go in there. This is not about bashing him or judging him. But here's my take on women. And women, you may not like me, and that's fine, because a lot of y'all, I'm noticing a change with you anyway. Some of you guys used to be real cool with me, but I'm just saying, I feel that energy of distance, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to still tell the truth, whether it's something that I said that got to you, or maybe something I did. If I offended you, I'm sorry. But, hey, we all human. Certain things I'm going to accept, certain things you're going to accept, certain things we're not going to agree on. And if that has to break us, then, well, now, how I feel, I think, here's my take. Now, we know this war is going on. And Syria has, America done broke out, done brought the French in. They done brought all these other countries in to start that war over there in Syria. Just like when we went to war with Iraq. We are in a serious war right now. And so, relating this to polygamy, here's how I feel. If you brothers is really down and serious and about what you talking about, talk about all this polygamy and stuff, okay. I work in housing. Y'all know what I do, my work. Just Google me again at Toya, T-O-Y-A, I'm sorry, Thomas, next to R-E-N-T-O-N, Renton. And then if Section 8 pop up on the map, boom, That's because we put it there. Because we defend tenants. We advocate for tenants who have been wrongfully discriminated against. And we beat these bills. And I'm bringing that up because since y'all want polygamy so bad, okay, I'm just here to say, back up your pockets then. You want all these women? You want some sister wives? Okay, come with your part. If you really, really serious, are you serious as far as wanting polygamy in a sexual way? Because when we talk polygamy now, and you know most women, sisters, they ain't just sisters, it's everybody. Most women are fathomably not going to agree with this. They're just not. In fact, the minute you say something, you're going to drop their energy. But for some of us like me, I'm kind of like hot and cold on it. And I'm going to tell you why. Like I said, the brother nature boy, you know, I had some con and I had some pro. In other words, some agreements and disagreements with what he was saying. And here's my view. And I keep on going off and all over the place, but I'm trying to stay on point. Now, I totally agreed with it at one time because I felt personally like all the men being killed, we know the basic truth. All of them that are sitting in prison, we know that most women outnumber men about 15-1. Okay? I'm sorry, we ladies outnumber men about 15-1. So, if they're not already cheating on us, which they're not dumb enough to get caught, we are pretty much kind of sharing them because there's just not enough to go around. And we can even break that down in numbers. Okay? Let's just say every sister want a brother and not want to mix with any white man, since all you bashers around here talk about we don't need any interracial mixing. Okay, but what are we going to do? And not saying that I swirl, I never have. And y'all think I'm some makeup of swirl, whatever. Whatever. All I'm saying is if there is all these different percentages in a prison, you got a whole big percentage of LGBT, meaning openly gay. I'm talking gay, not bisexual, gay, who do not have, mate with women. And then you have a percentage that is being killed by the police. Okay, so if we doing these numbers, how many is actually really left here in the land of the living that can be divided amongst all these single, independent, whatever you want to call it, sisters? I'll wait. I didn't come with no significant numbers because right now I don't have time for that. I'm just breaking it down. I read books, okay? I got on a library right in my home and I'll film it one day for you. But I'm not no dummy, okay? I've been around enough to know that there's just not enough to go around. I agree with that. However, this is what I don't agree with. I believe you brothers, I love you. I do. I love you more than anything probably in this world. But the truth is, you're a little sloppy. You were a little unsanitary. And I've said that in the last videos. I just feel it's a little unsanitary these days. It might have been a little cleaner over in other countries because of the way they take care of their health, their bodies, things like that. But y'all think because, you got one woman, two, whatever. It's just, you're not, these women be having some stuff. Yeast infections, bacteria, vaginosis issues. And if you think it's just fine because it's a big old booty twisting in front of you and you ready to just slap it and do all that, you're not thinking about the disinfect and all these other microorganisms you about to go and inflate inside your other woman. When you inflate, when you smashing or whatever you want to say. I'm transparent and I'm going to keep it 100. So if you can't handle my rhetoric, you might want to bounce right now. Because I don't change for nobody, baby. I just keeps it 100. And that's real. Okay? I don't want nobody bringing no germ up inside of me. So you gonna have, I mean, if I plan on ever sharing my king, he better be a clean king. And she, the sister wife, better be clean. And I mean super clean. And even then, I'm just going to be like, nah. No. But what I wanted to say, my main point of making this video is, okay, so y'all want polygamy, right? Okay, if you got lovers right now that you know you sleeping with on the side and you got boo at home or a wife, and wives, you're going to get mad, but whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and keep it 100 because these brothers are really fantasizing about this polygamy stuff. And if they ain't doing it, they living it in their fantasy. They want more than one woman. They keep it real. And we ain't going for it. But you know what? We are not them. We are not designed to think like they are. And when they have had somebody for so many years, I mean, I don't know that negative or positive effect on them. I don't know what it's like when you get, let's just say up in your 80s, old, and you know, I'm not saying that he don't love you. I'm not saying that. But physically, men are visual creatures. They're sexual and they're visual. And they gonna want a variety. That's just the reality. It hurts. It cuts deep. But don't get mad at me. You get mad at the Father because that's how he created him. And don't come at me with these old Jews and laws about how it's always been one man and one woman. I don't agree with that. Okay? So brothers, I'm with you right there. I know how you feel. And then I know there's some brothers that are tired of playing these games with more than one and actually want to settle down with just one. And I know not all men think the same. So I'm not beating you all with the same belief. Okay? Now, however, I know the deal. And I'm tired of the fronting and acting. Y'all sit up here and talk about how you want more than one woman and you want polygamy. Well, you know what? You're going to have to back it up, baby. When this war break out and these bombs start going off, we talk about survival. Okay, well, we ain't got time to be thinking about what we gonna do down in the motherland. Because trust me, I want to get there with you. But we got to talk about what we gonna do here in these United States. And if these sisters with children start losing their housing and that stuff get cut off, then y'all want more than one woman? Move on over and extend your family then, and let's have some room up in there. Yes, I said it. Boo at home gonna have to just get used to it and get on her job because it is about survival. And you already sleeping with this woman in some situations. You probably do got more than one, two, whatever, how many you got. You want to be the king of the castle, the head of the home, the master, then you need to open your foundation, meaning, another word, the roof over your head. And the job you got, you might have to go work some more hours. And you going to have to pull that woman in and her children and her children. And y'all going to have to figure out who going to go to work, who going to stay home, who going to cook, who going to read to the kids, who going to bathe them. And everybody going to have their job. That we come into a reality, a time like that. Because some folks can't move in with their families. Some folks don't have a family. And like I said, you men are lusting after these women anyway, these other moms, and you're attracted to them. So why not make it for what it is? It's going to eventually turn out like that anyway. So I am challenging y'all to back your business up like you say you want to back it up. You want more than one woman? Move on over. Extend the facility and take care of this other whatever. And that's what most y'all brothers need to do anyway. You need to be fathers to these other boys that don't have fathers. What's wrong with it? Are you really, really, really hurting? I mean, how are you going to take on a role and call yourself wanting polygamy and you can't even do the basics? But that's what real polygamy is, because it's about a marriage. It's about a foundation, and marriage these days is about business, baby. So I'm just coming up with a fair ideas. I feel like if you going to see women on the side anyway, and ladies, if we are technically being played anyway, because it isn't a man's nature, let's just keep it one. And let's keep it, I'm going to challenge you brothers on almost every level, okay? Since you want it so bad, and tell me this, how many of you can honestly say that you will walk your daughter down that aisle and put your little princess into that man that got 2 more wives standing right behind her? How many of you will honestly do that? That is the question of the decade. When you can really honestly look me eyeball to eyeball, I don't want to hear about no ancient history and what they doing here and there. I want to know what you gonna do. And what would you do if it was your daughter? And would you seriously marry her off to another man that got more than your baby? Okay? And if you saying that you wouldn't, then how could you expect another man, daughter, or another man to want to do that with his daughter? What makes you think he gonna want to come and drink with you? He might want to come and drink with his son-in-law and toss it up. You know what I'm saying? And here it is. You got 3 chicks and his daughter. Are you serious? I ain't saying that can't happen, because they got some fathers down to earth like that. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't gonna just put up with you playing that type of game on their child. So all I'm saying is you need to think about these things before you really go into talking about it, because polygamy costs money. It ain't for free. So you think the next time you want more than one woman, you got to think families, extended, you know, because it could be a possibility that may be what you want. But you need to tell you need to just go. We come into a time where it's going to be like that probably anyway. And all I'm saying is they got plenty of women on Section 8, plenty of women staying in these shelters with kids that ain't got no fathers or men in their lives to help them out. Move on over. And I'm sure if they were homeless, they would adapt to that and cohabit more with you like that. I believe they would. And that's the only probably way, because that's the only way they can survive. So I want you to think about that the next time you start posting about having more than one woman. Because ain't no woman finna just let you keep, and you can't be a solid provider. Provide first. And let that woman know at home. Since that's still the main one getting on your main nerve, or the main one you just mainly get sick of all the time, let her know that, we got the bill, and because of that, it may be, extended family. Let's open up the family. let's do this and get them women off of their list. And maybe, you know, y'all can become a big old happy family. So that's pretty much all what I wanted to say. And I will be making another video touching some more bases. I'm going to go into colorism in the black community. That's going to be one of my next ones, because I'm getting so sick and tired of people turning down other colored folks, black people, that happen to, because they think that they're not black, because I gotta be as black as Wesley Snipes, that they're not black people. What kind of mess are you talking about? Are you serious? I mean, there's people that are actually running in these businesses that will turn down resources. It actually happened to me. Okay? And I'm going to make a video about stuff like that later. Yeah, I tried to get some help. Just asked the woman a few questions, and she, you know what she did? She directed me to a place in Seattle called El Centro de la Raza. And she told me to go to the Samoan or the Pacific Islanders and get some help. And I'm a sister. But that's what she told me. I wanted to start the whole process over and bring my mother in there and my siblings and have her feeling dumb. Because like I said before, if we people of the black community, in the conscious, whatever, Christian, whatever, we don't get this stuff together and continue being at war with ourselves, we just gonna be a fallen nation. And it is what it is. And I mean that on every level. Now that video is gonna come next. But this one here in particular, yes, I said it. You want to play polygamy? Back your business up and take some of these women with kids or without, whatever. Build your household up. Make them come on in there, wash some dishes, do some cooking, go to work, whatever, until they're ready to get on their feet. Unless you are going to marry them into that family, take care of them. Start being a father to all these sons out here that don't have fathers. All you guys in these barbershops cutting hair, won't you cut some of these little boys' hair for free? Not just when school starts. I mean, not all the time. I'm just saying, you could take the time out, and I know they already got them out there. You could take the time out and mentor some of these boys. Teach them how to cut hair. Teach them how to get a side hustle. So while they're in school, you know what I'm saying, they'll have something to build on. There's so much we could do that they are cutting everything. We could do so much. Now, again, I'm not saying that I do and I don't agree with polygamy. I'm just playing a little bit of devil's advocate with it. And something to think about. If you so seriously ready, back your pockets up, back your household up, back your life up with it. If you're really for real. Because it's time to grow up and it's time to take this life serious. It ain't about lusting and seeing who that ain't gonna get it no more, boo. It's just not. It's about survival out here. We all out here, we all need a covering when the bombs come. So I want you to think about that. If you that much of a king, then expand your kingdom. And want to take in another wife, then you better move on, make some room for it. And if you got to accept her, you got to accept the others. Now, all the others may not even want to come. Might be just the youngest, whatever, don't matter. But when you love someone, that's what you do. Okay? So, let's do that. I honestly don't think it's too bad of an idea. I think it'll help stop the shelter situation. I believe it'll help with the economy situation in a sense. And to be honest, I think it will kind of help a little bit because we need fathers for our kids, especially while some of our children fathers might be in prison. At least fill in for that role until maybe that one comes out of prison. They may work something out, may not ever work it out. Well, that's what y'all supposed to be kings for. You stand in and you take on these roles like they did back in the days. They did it in the, 50s, 60s. There were men that ran off and left the families. And then there were men that stood up boldly and were really men and didn't act like boys. And if they loved that woman, all of her children was his children too. And all of his children were her children too. And everyone was one big happy family. Even if the story wasn't about a princess and a knight in shiny armor. But they made it happen. And some of them stayed together till the end. Now, I'm not going to lie. I desire a marriage like my grandparents was. I can do. I'm going to be honest. I don't always want my husband sleeping in the same bed as me. And I'm going to tell you why. I feel that he needs his own space. And I need my own space. In case we ever have a disagreement, we don't got to break up and fight and you leave and this one leave. You stay downstairs in your spot or wherever you going to stay. And we going to work this thing out and you give me my space. Now, that's how all my great aunties and great uncles and my grandma and grandpa lived. And you know what? They stayed together. That's the key word. See, marriages these days, and I said I would talk about marriages, didn't I? In that, okay, y'all are living in a different time. And you're forcing things that's not going to work. I'm sorry. I know you want to sleep with your boo baby every single day. But the truth of the matter is, everybody, especially a man, but everybody needs space. Even us women. We do. I don't care if it's even for some private issues. And I don't mean private as in, explicit, something like that. I'm just saying she may have insomnia or snoring issues or just something he don't want to be around all that 24 hours, especially after y'all done had a little spat or something. That's just human. And then you may want to be in the makeup. You break up the makeup. And ain't nothing better than that. Nothing better than that. But I honestly believe in the old-fashioned way. I believe in the classical ways of the yesterdays, the yesteryears. I believe in that. I believe they stayed together that way because they knew how to compromise for one, and they knew how to divide their space and divide their time. And like I said, one stays in one room, one stays in another. That don't mean that they didn't love each other. That didn't mean that they didn't get it on sometimes when everybody was gone. But I feel personally that is what it will honestly take to have couples live together forever. Because, to be honest, don't no woman want to be rejected. Boo coming home from work, turning his back to her, and probably ain't touched her since God knows when. And we ain't dumb, brothers. We're not dumb. Come on. A woman knows. And even when let's just say this. I'm not going to give you all the secrets. But we know when something ain't right. Oh, I wish my top can show. We know. We know. And so that's why I say it's good to compromise. I have nothing against polygamy, especially with those who agree with it. And I was brought up totally different. I don't, but I don't look at it from a moral standpoint. I look at it from survival and an economic standpoint. Everybody needs somebody. And let's not go there with this old-fashioned, we'll wait till... I'm not going to go there. If you want to believe that way, believe that way. But some of y'all going to be believing that way till the end of time. And I'm not a relationship expert, but I'm going to tell you what. I know the Creator gave us hands and a mouth. Okay? And we better use it. And if you sit here and think something gonna fall off the the trees, and I'm not talking to just women, I'm talking to men too. You men that are shy and so afraid you're gonna get rejected. Women are afraid. They ain't afraid they're gonna get rejected. They just don't know how to act sometimes because it's been so long, especially when they get a certain age that y'all done, it's just a different timing. And so sometimes it's just fear. It's fear keeping us from colliding and becoming one. And there's too many of us to go. I mean, there's too many single brothers out here available. I know that for a fact. I'm not even going to go into that. But you need to, there's too many sisters. Independent. There's some that are single moms, stay-at-home moms. They making it, baby. They may not be rich, but they making it. And it just don't make no sense for you to be sitting up here waiting on Beyonce, waiting on a Halle Berry, or waiting on a Gabriel Union or whatever to be that special one, when you better come on. If the opportunity is there and a love offering is opened up to you and you ain't got nobody, you best take it. And if you got somebody and you really ain't all that sure that you're happy, what are you going to do? You only got one life is what I'm trying to say. And we need to figure it out. We too strong as a people to be sitting up here lonely. There should be other alternatives, backups, all that. And some of y'all might got it, but you're not happy because you're doing it the wrong way. You're sloppy. And you're all about sex. You're having sex with probably too many people. And you know what that happens? You're transmitting too many spirits. Bad ones. That are going into your chakras and all of your spine and out every other part. And you're transferring all kinds of stuff. And you think you getting magic out of it when you're actually getting curses. So I would be careful. And yes, I believe into that stuff. Yes, it's true. Because even the word speaks of it. Ancestors speak of it. So be careful who you let enter you and who you going inside of. So there you know I'm talking to the male and the female. Okay? I know I'm a little scattered with everything here and there. But am I hitting bases? I hope I am. I'm never here to hurt nobody. I'm just giving it to you like I see it. You want polygamy? Back your business up and go for it. Open up your home, your extended house, or 4-bedroom apartment, your condo, whatever you got, and let that other woman come up in there and take care of her and her family, and let her take care of you. And y'all work things out. I think it's a good thing if it's successful. Since y'all, since that's what y'all really, 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 really want now, back it up. So that's all I had to say. And I'm going to end it off with I love everyone. And to be honest, I make these videos because all I want to do is see. I know we can't make everybody happy and we can't satisfy everybody, but we can figure out how to fix some of these problems. Our people shouldn't be dying out on these streets homeless. Our people should not be in these shelters. There's too many men. And I don't care how you like your woman, how you like your man, you like them big, you got to take the whole package, baby. I'm talking, if it ain't whatever, you know, accept it. Everything as is. That means belly, back, legs, all that. You better learn how to love it. Because she's sure going to know how to love you. So, let's figure this out. Let's build our families and get them back together. Let's grow healthy stuff if that is what we're going to do. And if we're going to do it right and children are watching us, they need to know the right way. Because this stuff on TV is not the healthy, right way. So I thought I'd share that. That's it. I'm done. Thank you very much. And God bless you.